Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, Paddy Upton is recognised as one of the most innovative coaches in the world. He has been a mental coach to professional athletes from 10 countries and 11 different sports, including international cricket, rugby, soccer and hockey, the Olympics and Paralympians, to name a few. So this year saw Paddy's book, The Barefoot Coach, become the #1 best-selling cricket book. The book is packed with Paddy's out-of-the-box thinking and illuminates anecdotes on winning, preparation and addressing failure. It's a must-read for anyone who wishes to enhance their performance and their lives. I'm definitely going to read it. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Jeannie. Thanks for having me.
So you obviously weren't working with the Proteas this year.
Yeah, it's been a slow start, but I don't think cause for panic yet. Concern, yes, but not panic. We're still hanging on by our fingernails.
So you've literally worked with like every kind of sports person. When you meet with all of them, what seems to be like the common denominator between all of them, like their need for mental coaching?
I think the common denominator is that they're all people first.
Yeah.
And each one of them was born with a unique talent, whether it be it cricket or rugby or surfing, just like everyone is born with our unique talents. And for me, that's really important, and I get the players themselves to separate out who you are as a person, which is no different to you and I, and you happen to have a special talent that gets them on display. So that's really the unifier, is they're human beings.
Why do you think it's so important for people and sportsmen to have you as a coach?
You know, everyone says the mental side of the game is so important, and there's this fictitious number we always hear. People say it's 80% of success at the highest level is between the ears. I don't think it's that high. I think the skill, the talent and the preparation is probably 50%, and the mental side is the other 50%. It's just perceived to be so important because it's something that most coaches, most people don't really know how to work with it, because it's so complex and it's so unique to every individual, where skill and technique and strategy is fairly simple to coach and package.
Okay, so just for example, if I had to come to you for a session, because obviously I'm an athlete, how does it work, and what kind of things do you unpack?
Well, it would be really for you to decide what it is you'd like to talk about, where you feel you could be even better at whatever it is that you're doing, and or where are the obstacles that you feel to your success. And every single one of us, regardless of our profession, can be a bit better, and it's just identifying, well, where, and having someone to chat about how to navigate to get to the next level.
So tell me a little bit about your book. Why did you feel that you needed to write one, and what's it about?
I think there's probably two main reasons. One, I've been gifted to have so many incredible opportunities for the last 2 decades working with some of the best athletes in the world. And there's so many, sport is a metaphor for life, and there's so many lessons that sport teaches us for life. So it is really using interesting sporting anecdotes to talk about things like pressure and fear and failure and values and character, and just really life lessons told through interesting anecdotes in sport, both failure and success equally. And the other reason is sport coaching, which also relates to parenting and teaching, is fundamentally changing in the knowledge and internet era we're living today. The majority of parents, teachers and coaches are still stuck in yesterday's command and control, instruction-based thinking. And I have a lot of younger coaches saying to me, Paddy, you do stuff so differently. Where do you get your stuff from? And the reality is it's so new in sport that there isn't a resource out there. I pulled it from so many different places. And the book was really about saying, well, let me put the best of my thinking. It took 4.5 years to write, 20 years of my experiences, and there it is.
Incredible.
And if I get abducted by aliens tomorrow or stop coaching, at least there it is.
It's obviously such a valuable book, though, for people who are interested in sport and who want to potentially be a sports person. So who has been the most impressive character through sportsmen or sportswomen that you've met over the years?
That's a very good question, and the fact that you say them character, people say who's the best sportsman. And,
no, but character's really what.
And for me, it's the best character is the person who's reached the highest level in sport and is still the most grounded, humble, connected human being, separate from their stardom. And there's a few names that stand out in South Africa. Guys like Hashim Ambler, you know, has really kept that humility. Who he is as a person is really separate to whether he does well or does badly. He's the same person. In India, people like Rahul Dravid is amazing to work with. I was lucky to work with Mike Hussey, Mr. Cricket in Australia. Again, just such a good human being, but a great cricketer. My good friend Gary Kirsten, I've worked with so much. Just a good guy, but a great cricketer. And for me, that's impressive.
And what was it like meeting Mandela?
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
The first time I was going to meet him, I had 2 questions that I really wanted to ask him, and it was amazing. As he walked into my space, I don't remember what I said to him. I don't remember what he said to me. I just went blank, and the TV footage that I saw afterwards showed we were talking, but I had no idea what we said between us. I just went blank from the aura that he stepped into my space with.
Well, you've had an amazing life. Thank you so much for penning it all into a great book, and best of luck with it.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me,
Thanks for
Jeannie.
being here.
Cool.